Namaskar, greetings and Jai Hind. Welcome to Tech Samwad, one of the newest initiatives in the technology industry, co-founded by two great passionate technologists, Sri Akash Verma and Srimati Seema Verma ji. Today we have a very inspirational leader who's also a great friend of mine, Sri Madhav Bissa ji, who's the director of artificial intelligence in India's biggest platform called NASSCOM. Welcome to Tech Samwad, Madhav Bissa ji.
Thank you, Udaya ji.
Madhav Bissa ji, today's topic is AI for social good. For me, and I'm seeing in the trend in the industry, especially with various innovators and various other social platforms, and including our Honorable Prime Minister, who has given a big push to AI in the last, I myself have witnessed in the last 3 to 4 years. AI for me on a daily basis, though I'm a technologist, means also aspirational India. So it is for Prime Minister Modi. So what is your connection between, let's say, aspirational India and AI?
See, as we evolve into a nation, I would say a technology-led nation, I would say, aspirational AI in a way is going to enable the journey of aspirational India. Because you can use AI, you can leverage AI for social impact, and that's the first thing. And if you go back to the year, let's say 2016-17, around when the government of India came out with AI for all, that pretty much says that how the government of India and how the Honorable Prime Minister wants to use AI or leverage AI for the growth of India. And that is more social, we can say it has more socio-economic impact-oriented principles there. And for us to grow as a nation, we definitely need technology. And what could be a better time than the era of AI? Because with AI, we can do things that we did not even think of doing earlier. And we are a data-rich nation. And who's going to manage the data? Who's going to make sense out of the data? And that's the very basis of growth in AI. It's because there's so much of data. You need someone to make sense out of it. That's why AI. And so I think AI, that's artificial intelligence, and AI, that's aspiration India. That's a connection. That's a correlation, very positive correlation that's there.
Yes,
I believe.
Yes, I think it started, as you said, it started with AI for all.
Yes.
And can we say AI for all and aspirational India is synonyms? And I think that is possibly the reason why India became a part of the global platform for artificial intelligence, which is a consortium of 40 countries. Do you have anything to say about what is India's role in GPAI, which is the global platform of artificial intelligence?
We were the chair of GPAI, as a nation. Okay. And if you look at the AI landscape in India, and as compared to the world, in terms of talent, we are second to US. In terms of installed talent. Which means the people who are already there right now in the industry. But going forward, we are growing faster than any other country in terms of AI talent.
True.
Now, with that kind of talent and the skill sets that we have as a nation, I think it's quite natural for us to lead the very principles of global partnership on AI. And the fact that the Global South has found India as its leader.
Correct.
Because India is in a position to voice the concerns assertively, I would say. And not just voice the concerns, but work towards addressing those concerns.
True.
So so in my personal opinion, I always believe that for us to be the Vishwa Guru, we need to start somewhere. So, and technology, especially AI, is a great tool to enable us to achieve that Vishwa Guru status, as the Honorable Prime Minister says.
Fantastic. So you believe that India's newfound recognition in a global South, India can play a key role in policy making for the GPAI for the entire consortium globally?
So it's already, I would say, the question is about will it play? All I know is it's already playing that. Because if you look at the kind of knowledge assets or thought leadership artifacts that we as a nation are coming out with, nobody else is doing that much.
True.
On a regular basis, I would say.
True.
Once in a while, yes, great.
True.
And India is leading the voice of Global South in terms of AI. So, and pretty soon early next year, we have that global, the India AI Impact Summit as well.
Correct.
So, which will see a conference of all the leaders and policymakers from the world coming to India. And India's role is quite pivotal given the fact that we are a nation wherein we pick up a technology, learn and excel in it.
Most of us now in the technology industry, we come from a hardcore technological background, which means we have innovated in startups, deep tech, or mostly relevant for the IT industry. But India taking the lead by saying AI for social good. What is your opinion? You think one side AI for all, aspirational India, social good. Will this be a separate initiative or it will cover all industries, the entire ecosystem or all sectors, I can say?
So when we say AI for all, it means all. It actually means all, be it a corporate, be it a startup, be it a non-profit organization, or be it a social sector organizations. So when we aspirational, so let's say, what do you first of all mean by aspiration if we have to discuss this? So is the aspiring to have better quality of life.
True.
Not just economically, but intellectually as well.
Yes.
The very fact that AI can give us that intellectual stimulus makes it all the more relevant to us. And now, as far as the impact on the sectors are concerned, so industry sectors, of course, businesses, the impact is pretty much visible now. As far as social impact is concerned, AI is a great asset because it can help you in hyper-personalization. So for today, for example, just let's give you an example. You want to learn music. And there's a very different way you approach to a subject, and I approach to a particular subject.
True.
So you want to learn the classical way of learning music, and I want to learn the modern way of so. And we go to the same school, and the same teacher teaches us both. True. But what happens? Either you or I will learn, or the other one will feel that why what I'm doing here. But with AI, that kind of personalization can be created. Now, even in education, if you go to learn any subject, let's say biology or physics, and if you even mathematics, or for that matter, any subject you pick up. So that's where AI helps them. And then secondly, in healthcare, if you look at it, AI has been a great friend of healthcare professionals. So for example, there are startups like who have created AI solutions which can help in diagnosing diseases, which otherwise would have gone undiagnosed.
True.
For example, there was one startup which came in and wherein you can click the photograph of your eye and load it in an AI solution. It can tell you the probability of having cataract or not. So, and you can do it with simple smartphone that you have.
Wow.
Now, that's truly an innovation, and that's truly where you see the power of AI coming in, of that analysis. Another one is lung cancer, the breast cancer, so many other ones. So,
great example.
So if you look at AI's role in healthcare, that's in healthcare. In education, I already told you. And if you look at agriculture also, I'm just mentioning these sectors because these are more relevant to the social rather than just business part.
True.
So in agriculture, what does a farmer need? Let's face it. A farmer has a particular land area. In that land area, more crop, more yield. Like our Honorable Prime Minister says for agriculture, more crop per drop.
True.
That's the slogan he gave.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, how can we actually implement that? Or I would say manifest that?
True.
As a leader, there's a vision. The leaders are all about visions.
The AI for industry is a lot easier than AI for let's say, as you said, agriculture or some of the other sectors, because easier we have enough talent. But how will you carry this AI capability of AI in, let's say, in agriculture, and there's a cost related to that, or healthcare, because so you think what will be the benefit of using AI beyond the technology industry?
If you look at it beyond the technology industry, AI has been used in almost every industry if you look at today.
Yeah.
And I will not say that it's easier in the corporate world for AI and it's difficult in social world or the vice versa. But every sector, every from a macroeconomic view, every sector, and from microeconomic view, every organization has its own challenges.
True.
Now, how they go about is a different story. But in general, what I've observed is that while, and as you rightly said, that corporates have the talent, access to the talent.
True.
However, a lot of that talent, that skill talent, is looking towards utilizing their skill set for social impact.
Yes, that's a
more and more professionals say, okay, I understand AI.
Yeah.
I understand how the technology works. I understand the landscape.
Yeah.
Now, how can I take this knowledge and transfer it
True.
in a way in a social sector? For example, in education.
Yeah.
How can I learn what I've learned in financial services? Let's say, for example, AI in financial services or AI in banking. So there's a banking professional who understands AI, and the AI professionals who understands banking. They come together. They can work for financial inclusion also, because they know the process, how it's done, and they understand their technology.
Yep.
So those skill sets can be transferred.
Yep.
Now, there are many organizations which are working towards that. So there are many startups which have, you can say, their solutions and products which are oriented towards social impact rather than just having corporate impact.
So you are one of the, I would say, highlighted leaders in the industry, coming from NASSCOM, which is the biggest platform in the country for the technology sector. And you are a director for artificial intelligence, which is I would think, an exciting and a very responsible role.
Of course.
And so what do you think is the role of, instead of saying Madhav Bissa as such, the role of Director AI in NASSCOM? And of course, you are such an inspiration, you have great experience, and you can communicate well with the youngsters to the most, I would say, all kinds of CXO people. But what is the role of Director AI under NASSCOM, which NASSCOM as a platform envisages? So,
when we talk about NASSCOM, it's the voice of technology in India. True. And when we say technology, it's just not the technology sector, but all the sectors across, the entire society, entire nation. And I'm proud to be a part of NASSCOM. Now, in my role, what is most important is communication. First of all, communication.
Yes.
The second is connecting. So connection, communication of the concepts, which can enhance the vibrancy of the ecosystem. And I'll focus only on AI because that's my role demands.
True.
So how can AI be useful to a particular corporate, to a particular not-for-profit organization, to social sector, to government, to society at large? This is something that...
And of course, one of the prime sectors, academics.
Oh, yes, of course. And how can my role is like, when I look at this, how can I connect the dots? Connecting those dots and come out with concepts, programs, which can enable the development of the ecosystem, so AI ecosystem. And when I say development of AI ecosystem is, in a way, I can say at times when somebody asks me in a very informal way, I say I'm an AI evangelist because I've seen enough proof of AI being used and very impactful. So in my role, I go out and tell how AI can help. And the first thing is to create awareness. In my role, and what we do at NASSCOM basically is to first create awareness of AI, and then go ahead and build the capacity. So train people. And when I say create awareness, it's just not why AI. Everybody more or less knows about why AI, but how you go about AI, how you use what aspect of AI you want to use in your organization. Then when going back to capacity building, so okay, you know how the AI is going to evolve and how it's going to help your organization. Now, what are the skill sets that are required? So is it hardcore technical skills? Are there communication skills? You'll be surprised to know that to be a very successful AI professional, communication is one of the key things.
Absolutely.
Because communication is just not talking to each other.
True.
So it's about how to understand, first of all, the problem that is there.
Yes.
And communicate to the team members also. This is how.
What are the possibilities
and how we solve this.
Yep.
And more, as I go deeper into this world of AI, I realize it's more and more the soft skills are becoming hard skills. And the hard skills, what we talk about, tech skills and all, programming can be done by an AI.
Yep.
So the codes and all can be written by AI these days. But where this code should be used.
Yep.
So if you look at it, and what I've observed in my role is that AI is taking us from just knowledge, from the position of knowledge to position of wisdom. So if you look at that data, information, knowledge, wisdom pyramid that's there. So ultimately, it's about why, where, how, and who's going to use it.
So, you talked about communication, the possibilities, knowledge, wisdom. They're all like intangible kind of attributes. What people would like to see is how it has actually impacted. There's so much of hype around AI. Everybody is talking about AI. We see hoardings saying that every mobile phone has AI. And all that has happened in the last 12 to 18 months only. It's not last decade or so. So do you have any, while you're communicating, for an experienced person like me or anybody else as CXO, it's fine communicating with PPTs or some documents or some videos. That's easy. It can be created. Can you give me one or two case studies of where it has really impacted, which is what we call as the wow factor, saying that, hey, wow, this has really made an impact for this sector in the social world. So can you give me some true examples, case studies?
Yeah. So one example that comes to my mind is that, so there was this, there's an organization, I'm not supposed to take the name, but so they're into financing. And now, generally, if you go for a personal loan or any other kind of loan, it takes you at least 3 months, 2 to 3 months.
For processing
and getting through. Unless until you are already a customer somewhere of the bank. Let's have a bank. And insurance. Insurance is another area. Now, it's not, I would say that in these cases, it's the the period of time which is an area of concern. Because by the time anybody gets that loan or gets that, the experience goes down. So now with help of AI, there's an organization which has cut down the timing of sanctioning the loan from 16 days to 14 minutes.
Wow.
14 minutes.
This is a real wow factor, I can say.
14 to 16 minutes is from 16 days to 14 to 16 minutes is something you put in. Otherwise, earlier it used to take 16 minutes. Now you can do it in 14 to 16 minutes. Now, as a customer, you know whether you get it or not. You don't have to wait for that long and get a no or a yes.
So, related to the same, we all in India, especially, we are from, conservative, like a business environment. Still today, though we are possibly transforming conservative business environment. On the other side, we also have challenges in integrity and things, corruption and things like that. So are the leaders or the decision makers willing to take a decision based on, let's say, a due diligence report through using AI, which has come in 14 minutes vis-a-vis, as you said, 3 months. Hey, somebody is suddenly having a report which has come in 14 minutes. So do you see that leaders are willing to take decision, let's say grant a loan, as you said, based on that 14-minute created? If not 14 minutes, let's say 1 hour also. Are the leaders, as dynamic in taking decisions?
Yes, of course, because if you look at it, the reason that exists is because there have been a lot many checks and balances when this solution was made. So you cannot make an AI solution just like that.
Yeah.
A lot of thought goes into it.
True.
A lot of factors such as how will you collect the data? How will you access the data?
True.
Have you accessed the data in an ethical way? And fine that you will be following all ethics and everything. But is there a data available or in a format which is there? So we always talk about AI, but I always say that without data, there's no AI.
True.
AI is, let's say AI is just like a car and data is the fuel. Without the fuel, there's no vehicle.
Correct.
Now, when senior leaders, when they look at that particular, but you said due diligence, so they would do due diligence on the AI system itself also, whether it is going to work or not. And there's no system in the world which is 100% accurate. And I'm not talking about very, very sensitive areas. I'm just talking about the general areas. So when you look at those sectors, those aspects, when a solution is made, it goes through a lot of audits. So whether this phase of this solution development is working properly or not. If the data that gets in this, is the data relevant?
Correct.
Is it truthful?
Yeah.
The veracity of data.
Yeah.
Because if you have a system of getting the veracity at scale, then no matter what the velocity and volume of the data is, that you can always work around that. So that's the first step. And then when there are a lot many beta testing and all those things happen, I'm not saying there's going to be 100% accurate always, but yes, to a great extent it is there. And more, see, the leaders, when they look at organizations, I'm just talking about corporate leaders. So when they look at an organization, so they have to understand the sustainability of the business. I mean, the growth and sustainability of the business. Sustainability is not the environmental part, but how far the business will go. It's a growing concern. So how far in the future the business will be there. And they look for opportunities, ways to increase the longevity of the business, profitability of the business, and sustainability of the business. And here is AI, which can give them those insights. Yes, the adoption initially was was slow, and there was a lot of questions around it. But I believe more and more as we have progressed over the years, and I'll say in the last 3 to 5 years, the trust on AI has increased. There are some cases and all. Let's not take it. They're always going to be.
So what you're saying is, I think at least the top layer of leaders have already started, trusting AI and using it for, generating profits and of course increasing revenue. So is that obviously is what the summary of what you are saying. So which means, from what you said, ethical AI and responsible AI is going to be driving the industry.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because every Tom, Dick and Harry says that I develop AI solutions. We don't know what kind of data they're using and, things like that, which is maybe not tested. So in India, there's no dearth of data, but it's not in an organized manner. And I was reading some research report which says that India generates almost 20% of the global data. Yeah, but which means it's lying all disorganized manner in various places. So in that background, how can we drive the principles of ethical AI and responsible AI?
So we always say that responsible and ethical AI is not an afterthought. So the moment you're designing an AI solution or a product, you have to have those checks and balances done. The checklist has to be there.
True.
I'm just using checklist for the sake of simplicity. So, and as you rightly said, how we get the data. And I earlier just mentioned that the way I got the data, the way I access the data, is that an ethical means or not? So today, if I get a consent, say, hey, Uday, I want to create this. You have given me consent over here, then I can use that data. But if you've not given me the consent, then I'm in no position to use that data. So even before designing, the principles such as the privacy, the explainability, and the other principles that are there of responsible AI, they have been taken care of. Every stage, first is research stage. Is there a kind of a solution, and then comes your designing stage. Then comes your development stage, and then comes the deployment stage. So in all these stages, whether you are a coder or a user or from the B2B perspective, or you're a researcher, all across this entire value chain, I would say the process of building up an AI solution, the principles of RAI or responsible AI have to be there. And if you look at in last few years, I've seen that more and more organizations are focusing on responsible AI because trust is the currency.
True.
Now, if you lose trust on particular AI product or AI solution, then the entire, and it's not good for business also.
Absolutely.
So you have to have those kind of checks and
balances. There's
no
tolerance on trust. Once you lose the trust, I think it's going to take a lot of time. Not just it's a common principle that we all know that as you said, the currency is trust. But in a technology world, you can lose a customer overnight. Right. So even if you are like a long-term technology partner, I mean, if there is a fallout, you can lose customers, and the impact could be very, very severe.
So imagine if an organization does not follow the responsible AI principles. It loses its reputation.
True.
And that's the biggest risk.
Reputation, there's a huge financial impact.
The rest of them can follow.
Yes.
So once you lose the trust and reputation, the financial repercussions are always there.
Let's come to some more points on what NASSCOM is doing in the industry across all the constituents of the ecosystem. Of course, one is on ethical AI and responsible AI, and also bridging this gap between the industry and the academia, which is going to be the future of what we call as developing, making India into a developed country, or Viksit Bharat 2047. So what is the role that NASSCOM is doing on the ground, not just about researching and making policy recommendations to the government? Apart from that, on the ground, what is the role that you are playing with the innovators, with the startups, and of course the academic institutions? Can you enlighten us on your real role?
Okay. So, as I said earlier, we are the voice of technology, and especially in AI. So we say that we are the voice of AI in India. And in terms of the groundwork, like we said, the proof of the pudding is in eating it.
True.
So how would you assess whether the AI? I'm not saying just one solution, two solutions, but the concept of AI works is only when you start implementing it somewhere.
Yes.
Now, at NASSCOM's AI team, we do programs. We create programs and we implement those programs, which brings together corporates, startups, at times academia also. So every time when we look at a program, the first thing that comes to our mind is how will it impact the entire ecosystem? And when I say ecosystem, it's just not the IT sector.
Yep.
But it has to have a socio-economic impact.
True. Yep.
Now, for example, a corporate came to us and said that, we are looking for some talent. You don't have access to good talent. And talent in AI. So AI talent, basically. So how can we help them? So we said, we have a program called AI Connect. And there we connect the people who are in need of AI solutions or AI talent to the ones.
So you're building an ecosystem, and from the the experience NASSCOM has, and of course you personally driving as a director of AI, I think is most well positioned to take this vision of AI for all or AI for aspirational India. I think, so have you received any recommendations from government itself saying that, these are some of the new programs that we need to do, or they are driving your policies, or how is it working with the government?
So we always work in partnership with the government.
Yeah.
So be it state governments, so we were the ones who managed the AI charters for help many states to develop the AI charters.
Yeah.
So as I said earlier, is that our thought process is if we are creating a program, how it's going to help a particular state and nation as well, and society at large.
True.
Now, in this entire process, we do partner with government.
Yeah.
And it's not like who drives whom. It's what drives, not who drives. What drives us to do that is the very principle of how can we make India a Vishwaguru,
Vishwaguru, AI talent powerhouse.
Well, that's a very, very big statement out there. But from that part, can we contribute to that? Can we contribute to that? Being in the technology space? And yes, of course, as I said earlier, there are many ways. So, for example, with one of the state governments, where the idea was how to increase the income of the farmers. Now, how can the income of a farmer increase? How it can increase?
Using AI.
Using AI. So, how it can increase? So, there's yield management, productivity management. So, for example, when you look at the revenue that farmer earns, or the income the farmer earns, the cost which is there, how can you ensure the costs are getting reduced and they get more and more revenue out there? So, a state government said, how can we use AI for that? So, we ran a program at NASSCOM and helped them in creating those solutions and impact. It's just not with the government, but with also the corporates. At times, they have their own business cases, use cases.
So what you are saying is, I think, it's not just that you're, building the ecosystem, you're also ensuring and monitoring the real impact on the ground level.
Yes, we do assess how much of AI has been adopted in India across different sectors. And every 2 years, we come out with a report called AI Adoption Index. So we see which sector has adopted AI to what level. Yeah,
excellent. So obviously the future lies in our youth. Okay, and when I say youth, the real youth who can contribute, or rather, we need to groom or mentor is maybe from the age of 16 onwards, which is, the 10 plus 2 to going to, engineering level, or the, undergrad level, or PhDs and, master's level. From on a day-to-day basis, I see people, if I may say, a little bit hype. People claim that, everybody claims that, they are in AI, some kind of AI evangelists or AI innovators or whatever. I mean, we wanted to get some creatives done for one of our programs, and the creative guy said, "Sir, I'm using AI platform to creatives. I'll do it at a fast pace." So, from that level to the higher application level. So is that real today, or is it there is quite a bit of just hype, which is a concern, or it'll get corrected?
So AI is not a hype, I would say. So the example just you gave just now about creating an ad, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now you can. That's why I can say communication. So how you communicate with the AI system. So you give them clear instructions, clear prompts, precise, concise, and concise prompts, and it will create it for you. Yes, and we have seen it. I've used it. I use AI on a daily basis. So, whenever the new tool comes in AI, which is for a consumer, for the larger audience, always go out and test it out and always go in and play with it. And with the create tools which are there for creativity. For example, you can make your own music now.
I was going to come to
So
that.
you can make your own music now. There are solutions there. There are. So from
Own
that
music,
to
own movies.
own movies. I'm pretty much sure that down the line, if I want to see a movie, the kind of genre that I like, then all I need to do is to give the AI a prompt.
So
I
which
mean,
means-
series of prompt, I would say,
series of
that, and
prompt,
say, okay, I want a movie. It should be like an Interstellar, or give some references and all that. And I want to see that we're going to a total different galaxy. Mix and match the different things and come out with that. AI can do that, and this is like very for entertainment purpose. But if you look at climate monitoring or predicting where the next storm goes to come or hurricane will come, and to do the risk management, that's where also AI comes handy. I mean, there are many applications, right from space technology to technology on the ground over here, and down to deep into the ocean as well.
Really, I think,
So it helps.
whatever you
See,
narrate.
the fact that the ability of AI to understand and not just visualize, but make sense out of the data at a scale and at a speed is what makes it a really, really great asset.
Exciting. I mean, from what you are saying, I think we truly are in exciting times, and senior leaders like you, I think, are doing an excellent job. One is in a responsible position in NASSCOM, as well as in your day-to-day capacity as a inspiration for the youth, across academic institutions or even day-to-day life. There's so many initiatives that you're involved in. I think that is what is going to play a key role. Right?
Okay, so one more thing is that AI pushes us to think.
Yeah.
People say, no, if you give everything to a particular AI application, it will get you the answers. Yeah, it will give you the answers, but it pushes you to think. So it depends upon you how you use AI. So if you want to create something, giving prompts, but you have to think through it.
Yeah, so I'm on the lighter side. I'm seeing people also complaining that with AI, people are losing their capacity to think. So what do you think?
There's an overdependence. That's what overdependence. Or this is so. See, what I always say when you use AI, why are you using AI? That's the first question you want to answer yourself. Why you want to use AI? What's the purpose? Because it's the purpose which defines presence.
So you don't, I mean, you just because AI is available, you don't use AI for almost everything where, you lose that capacity to think.
So if I have to talk to you today in the same language, I don't need AI.
Correct.
But if let's say you're talking in Kannada and I speak Marathi or Tamil or Telugu, and if there's an AI interface, so there are now applications that you're speaking in the language that you're comfortable with. And I'll understand in the language which I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
So those things are there now.
Yeah. So
now you see the divide that was there, digital divide that was there.
Correct.
So if I have to go around in a village and all, I don't understand that language. And if I have that kind of application that speaks and I understand, I say, they understand.
Yes.
It makes
I
life
think
better.
in a multilingual kind of environment, it definitely, there is no doubt about that. It makes sense.
We're getting there.
Yes. Today we are, interviewing a leader like you who's, doing so much of, I would say, disruptive work in the industry. And I am asking questions more or less in a, manually prepared manner. Or I could go to one of the platforms and say, put Madhav Bissa's profile and say, give me 10 questions that I want to ask Madhav Bissa.
You can try.
Exactly, right?
And you can also say that how he's going to respond.
Yeah.
Because
I can also...
but if it knows how I respond, normally goes and reads about what I've written on the internet and all.
Correct. It'll give me the answer.
Yeah.
All I have to do is...
To an extent, yes. So, for example, I like poems.
Yeah.
So, I put in, say, okay, I want a poem on rain.
Yeah.
In a particular poet's style.
Yeah.
And the same prompt I changed the names and it gave me exactly in those styles.
Fantastic. I think that's another great example of what we call as the AI divide. Also, I mean, I myself, give talks and interview people like you, I can't I can't think of a single initiative on interviews and speeches where I have taken the use of, or rather taken the help of an AI platform. I like to, make my own speech. And also, I would like to make my own questions when I'm interviewing somebody like you. But are the youth, is that an old-fashioned way, or are the youth also doing something similar, or how do we drive that, or what is the divide?
So I don't see a divide. All I see is the preferences. You prefer in a certain way, the other person prefers in a certain way. So what's going to help you a lot? Help you so there's an objective. Again, I said why you're doing that, because you have an objective, and in your experience you understand what kind of questions to ask, how to ask. And somebody, new generation, they are digital natives, I would say. We are not digital. We adopted technology. They were one of the area of technology.
The older generation have to start sort of adapting to the younger generation.
Adopting. They're already adopting. If you look at it, you spend more time on internet than us.
Correct.
I would say that.
Correct. I think
if you look at it, the series spend more time on internet and getting with people.
Can you tell us what are the opportunities for entrepreneurs, innovators, maybe even common people in AI? What sectors and where are the opportunities in emerging Bharat, or what we call as the Amrit Kal of Bharat, which we are in a golden period where we are, I would say, growing in almost every sector, from technology to agriculture to space to everywhere. Where do you see the opportunities, AI specifically?
So when I look at AI as a technology and opportunities for AI, I say it's all pervasive. There's no one sector which is untouched by AI. Now, as a common citizen,
I'm asking, let's say I want to, I'm an entrepreneur already, and I want to, get into AI for, maybe, improving, not just improving, maybe newer sectors to increase my revenue, whatever, as an entrepreneur using AI. Give me 5 sectors where the biggest opportunity lies today. The opportunities are hot.
Healthcare, education, manufacturing. You have financial services, you have consumer and retail. So 5 opportunities right away. These are business sectors.
I have little bit concerns about healthcare, whether it is truly is it in the top or it's not. Obviously you named 5, but healthcare is definitely not on the top, because see, I'll tell you also, I keep hearing, people here, or rather some kind of fear that AI is going to replace doctors, AI is going to replace teachers. In my view, both are the safest jobs, I would say. But what is your thought on that?
My thought is that AI is going to be a great assistant to doctors. So for example, as a doctor in a day, how many patients does a doctor see in a day? Let's say, for example, let's say 10 patients, not more than that. And with each patient, if they spend 30 minutes, you already have 5-6 hours gone. With the breaks and all, your entire day is gone. Now, with AI, and today a patient comes to you, let's say you're a doctor, a patient comes to you. This is the first time he's interacting with you. He or she is interacting with you, and it was with the other doctor. But you just don't know. You have to go back and get the history again. But if you have an AI assistant, or is it connected, I would say, connected data sets. And let's say if I come to you to get some consultation, medical consultation, and you already have my history and you understand.
Correct.
AI has already done the analysis. Okay, so these are the areas. So there are, for example, startups which can take your DNA sample or your blood sample and come out with predictive possibilities of certain diseases or certain issues with the body. So you already have that with you.
Excellent. Another question I have is, what is your advice as a director AI of a great platform like NASSCOM for the youth? When I say youth, right from school children, there's 10+2 kind of children, and the college students, and of course researchers, and people doing their MTech and masters. What is your advice? I mean, give me 3 or 4 key points where they can adapt, and all in the interest of aspirational India, AI for fair all, ethics and responsibility. In the interest, give me 5 points of advice for them.
On a lighter note, I'll start with a lighter note. The first point is don't do your homework using AI. Do it yourself.
Yes.
That's
yes,
how you learn.
Yes.
Well, you can understand a concept using an AI, and that's one. For the researchers, I always say, do your own primary research. And
Don't
just depend on one, because see, the ones who are making those platforms, they also say, because you never know what's there on the internet. So it takes everything on the internet. So don't do that using AI. You can leverage AI. All I'm saying is this. So for example, if you look at, let's say students now, understand the concept, go deeper into concept, AI is a great tool to use to do that. For researchers, this analysis to be done. There are absolutely fantastic solutions out there in AI which can help you analyze a particular sector, particular theme, particular topic. That's where you can do. So I'd say instead of 5, the first thing is all those 5 points, if you ask me, are the whys. The same point 5 times. Why? This is a framework that we all use in management.
Yep.
But why I want to use this? Why I need to use this?
Yeah.
And all those. So objective. Yeah. What's the objective of
so
using
you need
AI?
to question yourself. Yourself as, why am I using this platform? And am I, do I need this, or can I spend a couple of minutes more and do it myself?
So all I'm saying is you have to use your own intelligence for AI, because AI is going to support you.
Yeah.
It's going to support you. So a great example that I give from the movies is Iron Man and Jarvis.
Yeah.
Does Iron Man do away with his role, with his responsibilities? No. I know it's a fictional thing and all that.
So God has gifted you with real intelligence. Use your real intelligence first before you start depending on artificial intelligence. Don't become a slave of AI.
So I always use human intelligence along with artificial intelligence to actually. I won't say real. What's real, what not real. Let's this is a topic for other day. Correct. But human intelligence, the way we think, way we perceive, reason, and act, is a slightly different. Way different than machines. And machines can't do that as much as we can do. Yeah. But they can help us in actually reasoning or analysis.
Fantastic. I think
it's a great ally.
This message should go to all the students in the academia and the industry, researchers, everybody, because they are the future. And I think great discussion we had. If I were to summarize, your thoughts, we started with, Viksit Bharat, where AI for all, the journey of Viksit Bharat, AI for all, and aspirational India, AI is going to play a key role. We talked about 5 sectors, and we talked about some advice for the youngsters, which is, the youngsters, the Gen X, Gen Y, they are the true, the 65% of India's population.
Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z, of course.
Gen Z.
Gen Z. And so these people, I think you have some great, advice for them. And also we talked about how important ethical and responsible AI is. And, through this platform, I think, it's my duty to, that duty to inform more leaders and more distinguished evangelists or innovators like you to come and utilize this platform of Tech Samwad and communicate to the larger world. And this platform, co-founded by, I'm just repeating, I think Akash Verma and Seema Verma ji, I think it's going to go global, and these podcasts like that we have done with you should reach as many people as as possible. This is a noble venture, and I think it's going to play a key role in India's own Viksit Bharat journey. Thank you very much, Madhav Bissa ji. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for having me here.
And
thank you.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.